Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man giving you the truth. The channel is No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. And on this video, I want to show you why most people are broke. Why we get broke. Notice I said we. Because the times that I've been broke, and then currently I'm not rich yet because I'm in the process, and it's a process. And don't be letting people try to keep you at your failures. Listen, here's the problem with women, where you got to be careful when you're dealing with them and you're trying to make it. Not only do they kill dreams, they kill dreams. They'll say, well, you trying to blame me. No, it's not blaming them. The way they kill dreams is they try to get you to pursue things that are not going to produce wealth in a lot of cases. And that's, hey man, they're emotional creatures. They don't want to go through the process of failure, being broke, being poor, to get to the riches. And then these same women that take your money, who didn't support you, they'll take your money when you make it. That's why you shouldn't be spending your time and energy when you're trying to climb on them. Listen, man. You meet women, you keep them at bay. The ones you like, you spend more time with them. Don't be trying to get married and do all this stuff without establishing yourself, because they're not going to help you, man. Most of them. They're not going to help you. And they'll help you. Oh, no, I'll take that back. They'll help you. They'll help you take more time getting there. And then they cheat. And then what's crazy is a lot of y'all dudes put y'all dreams on hold for women who they wouldn't support you, but the next dude they'll support. They'll be with him 1 year, 2 year, and they'll try to pat him on the back, go ahead, go for yours, do this. But with you, oh, no, trying to get you always on this route, that route. They do that when they don't respect you. They don't respect your intelligence. They don't respect your opinion. And those, no matter what, don't get too sentimental. If you got kids with somebody like this, man, you just gonna have to turn them loose. Let them go and support the other dude, because that's what they gonna do. That's what they gonna do. And they both, him and her, gonna try to blame everything on you. That's why the Most High should be getting most of your leisure time. What you got left can go to, if you got a cooperative wife, and your kids. If your wife is uncooperative, put the kids in front of her too. Put the kids in front of her too. But most of your time should be for the Most High and your occupation. Other than that. So I want to show you something. I was coming up with these numbers. And this is just an example of why people are not getting rich, why they're check to check, why they have so many problems money-wise. And I'm including myself in this, but I'm climbing, and I know I'm going to get there because I know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I'm hearing all these voices of broke people. And that's some of y'all problem too. Your whole life, you hearing all these voices of broke people who not millionaires, who not successful, trying to tell you what you should do. Why didn't you do it? And how did it work for you? So here's an example. I'm going to just put the phone on it. I'm try to make it where you can't see too much. I don't want you to see my house. Some of y'all is weirdos. You try to disagree, and then try to show up on my doorstep talking some yin yang and blah. Wait, hold on. Let me put it back on me for a second. Y'all got to excuse my car. I'm out here at work. So the example I gave you, the first thing in building capital and being self-made millionaire, you say, well, you ain't there. How you know? Because I look at people who've already made it. And I look at a lot of statistics, so on and so forth. Supply and demand. You got to find out what's that thing. Wait, let me get my hand out the way. You know what? I'll just read it to you. I'm going to read it to you. So the example I got is supply and demand. You have to find out what you can supply that will create a demand. Like the demand is people who want it. So supply and demand is like the most important thing if you want to get up there and have the capital, I'm stuttering, in the capitalistic country of the United States. This is how people get wealthy, man. Like, I be watching Anton Daniels. Some people say, well, he's fake. He a fake guru. Man, the other guys say the same thing he say. Grant Cardone, all these guys say pretty much the same things, just in different way. The next thing, you got to get rid of baggage. Because baggage is going to zap energy. And you need the energy to go for what you need to go for. Whether it's economic, you got to get rid of it. If you lose your car, so what? So what? Make sure you got enough capital to get an Uber or a Lyft or to buy a car. It's hard where I live because the mechanics are crooks and they don't really fix cars, most of them. But you got to find a way to be able to do this. Social and physical. And next, I didn't even have to list a whole bunch of things. Build your capital. Do not look at your job as somewhere where you want to just stay there for your whole career unless you don't want to be a millionaire. Now, if you're a doctor, brain surgeon, you have a high income, well over 6 figures, then you still can make it. But if you 40,000, let's say you're a truck driver, you make 50,000. For you to become a millionaire, you're going to have to get some more trucks out there. And they're going to have to meet the supply and demand, get rid of the baggage, and build your capital. This is why saving money is so important. I don't believe in investing as much as I believe in saving. If I save $100, I got $100. If I invest $100, am I going to look back at it and it's 98, 91? Investment is part of the equation, but it's not going to produce the immediate results that you would need like saving will. If I save 1,000, I got 1,000. If I save 5,000, I got 5,000. If I invest 5,000, what, am I going to get penalized for wanting to take it out and put it in the business? I believe in saving more than investing. And I believe that the way we do this is to create income streams and save money from each one of those income streams. So I got the example, 190,000 times 10 is 1.9 million. So that means if you save 190,000 over a 10-year period, it's 1.9 million. If you invest it, who knows? All this inside trader, all this stuff going on, who knows? I invest, but I don't rely on it. I do it in case they let me come up with it. In case they allow me to come up, the people who pulling the strings. But I believe in focusing more on saving. So I got 5 income streams, right? For that 190,000. This is just an example. 4 of them are 40,000. The 5th one is 30,000. You divide that by 12 with the 40,000 ones, you get 3,333, which breaks down to $833.25 per week, which breaks down to $83.32 per hour over a 10-hour period if you were to work 10 hours. Now the 5th income is 30,000 divided by 12 is 2,500, which equals $625 per week, which equals $62.50 for over a 10-hour period. This is 190,000. This is just what if you were to save. So you really To get that 1.9 million, you would really have to add your expenses to this. This is the saving. But you would have to add your expenses to this. And this, if you save this over a 10-year period, is going to be $1.9 million. This is why you have to get income streams. You can't be one of them one job sitcom watching at night people if you want to be a millionaire. If I want to be a millionaire, you're going to have to get your sleep. But that time in between, like if you go to bed at 11, then that means you have from, if you work first shift or you got a business first shift, you want to cut it off around 9 o'clock, give yourself 2 hours to unwind and do whatever you're going to do before bedtime. But you got to realize you got kids, you do have to make time for them. That's why it's probably in your best interest to do this first before you have kids. Especially how women use kids as leverage. How they be doing that with your kids over your head. So, supply and demand, get rid of baggage, build your capital. Build your capital. You say, well, I can't do this. Ain't no can't. You got a job, you don't got a car, then that means you're going to have to look into something where you can, one of those jobs, if you can walk to it, like something close to your house. Go apply at stuff that's close to your house at night. See if they can let you work 4 hours. Start there, but you want to get up here. You want to get your incomes up. You got to start somewhere, but you want to get these incomes up. If you young and you live at home, man, do not be trying to buy everything you see. Save that money. Save that money. You'll be happy you did in the future. This is one of the mistakes I made, 18, 19. I wasn't saving no money. Then when I got to getting into some other stuff, yeah, I was saving money, but I was spending it at an even way higher clip. So I might have had some G's, but look at how much I was spending. I was eating carryout. I would literally eat breakfast, go buy me some breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I was spending like $50, maybe $30 to $50 a day on food. And it was nothing to me back then. That's not counting clothes though. Back then we had Guess jeans. I had every color you could think of with shirts to match. Watches, Kangos. I was trying to look like a baller. And it's like in the process, then you want to add the guns in, ammo, spending it at a way higher clip. But for you to get over the hump financially, you got to make it and save it at a higher clip than you spend it. So everything comes into play. How much you spend a day on food. You say, people try to tell you to get rid of your luxuries. No, I wouldn't. I don't advise that. If Netflix helps you relax, don't get rid of Netflix to cut costs. It's only $18? Don't cut your costs that way. Cut your costs. You want to cut the costs starting with socializing, going to bars. You want to cut those costs. Don't cut your luxury, your leisure costs, like Netflix, stuff to help you relax. Like if you like watching TV, you like watching series and movies. Why would you get rid of Netflix? That's going to just make you want to be out here in these streets where you going to spend more money. So I wouldn't advise that. But you got to listen, as far as marriage, do not marry nobody that's not going to help you every step of the way. Do not marry no entitled women who's stuck in the past that, yeah, a man should provide and protect. That's true. But at the same time, what are you doing? What are you going to do if he breaks his leg? and can't work. You gonna still sit there? Well, you shouldn't have did it. Well, you shouldn't have went to that store where you got in that car accident. This stuff, some of this stuff is just goofy to me now. Like how I am at this age and how I used to think is like totally different. People try to make you feel bad for your wisdom. I didn't have wisdom back then. But baggage, that's why I say baggage, man. No, anybody that's going to always be trying to borrow money from you, anybody that's going to be always trying to get you to spend more money than you should, anybody that's not supporting you, not helping you. I'm a preacher. Part of what I do is preaching. People who, like people who I've known my whole life that don't support my ministry endeavors, they're a waste of time. If I've known you for a couple years and you don't support my ministry endeavors and you trying to argue with me points you can't prove, you're a waste of time. Let's go for a ride. We almost done with this. We're almost done with this. My hope is one day to be monetized on YouTube and to generate a somewhat substantial income from it. Because YouTube can be a very passive income, which is what you want. More passive income that will free up time for your incomes that are not so passive, where you got to be face to face. You got to do this, you got to do that. Hold on a second. I had to come home and get that thing. Y'all need to be thanking God if you live in a nice, safe city. I had to come home. Like sometimes it's weird, kind of off subject, how I could see certain dudes and how they be acting and stuff like that. And then I'd be patting, I forgot my pistol. I go back and get my pistol. People ain't gonna fight me. I don't blame them either. Like, it ain't like I'm like the invincible champ. But at the same time, like most people, they're gonna just try to gang up on you or shoot you. And y'all be safe out here. Y'all gotta know that. Y'all gotta understand that as well. Because your city comes into play too. Like if you live in a city where people just they not gonna do what they need to do to have the financial resources to buy what you selling, I mean, you gonna just be another closed business. You gonna be just another failed business. So you wanna either get something that caters to the majority where you at, or you wanna relocate. Safety is important. You start opening these businesses and all they're gonna do is try to come in there and throw a gun in your face. Safety is very important. Like, I look at the overall mentality of the people that I see on a regular basis. And that makes me say, I don't want to do any business here. Not that there's no business that's successful in Milwaukee, but that makes me not want to do business when I see so many people just looking for a quick come up. They looking for, hey, give me that. And then live their life with yours. No, that ain't how it is. Listen, man, it ain't that kind of party. And me knowing it ain't that kind of party, I just decide, all my plans is gonna be elsewhere. Like I do little business stuff like that, but like my main business ideas, the main stuff I'm gonna do, like you gotta be living in a safe, secure, prosperous place too. Because here's what happens here. A lot of guys here, they'll let the Indians and all these different people open all types of businesses in their neighborhoods, but then they don't even want you to walk down the street. Now imagine how these same people would fare for you as customers. Probably not good, huh? So, yeah, man, I'd much rather just Move on, relocate with my ideas. You know, a lot of the older people, you know, they cool here. Like, it's not really the older people. It's not the people over 35, usually, unless they have mental issues or drug problems. It's the people under 30. And then there's a couple of them that's up there, 26, 27, 28, that's cool. But these youngsters here, they don't know the value. A lot of them don't know the value of hard work. Shout out to the ones that do. And shout out to the parents that raise their kids right in a city like Milwaukee. Because it's a lot of stuff you can get caught up in here that's not going to benefit you as a person. It's not going to make you a self-made millionaire. It's going to make you a self-made convict. So that's important too. You got to decide, okay, just look at your city. Look at what you got going on. Look, write this stuff down. What you want and what you got going on in your city. If your city is a bunch of low-paying jobs, bad job market, why would you open a business there? Like, are anybody gonna have money to support your business? Or will they all be watching you and you come up and they want to carjack you? And some of these guys will shoot you out of jealousy too. They'll take your stuff and then still shoot you because they don't want you to come back up. Listen, you don't owe these type nothing. You don't owe them nothing, so stop thinking you owe them something. You don't owe them nothing. Like, if you want to help people down the line, just make sure you got an entourage with you. Because I've seen celebrities get caught up in the crossfire. Remember Lamont from Moesha? The show Moesha back in the 90s? He was from 27th Street. He grew up on, like, right off of 27th and Capitol. I literally used to see him, used to know him. Kind of like he wasn't like a friend or nothing. We done had conversations before he made it big. He was Crazy K on Tales from the Hood. But where he lived, he should have known. You go back over there, you trying to make a difference and stuff, man, you better have a lot of people with you. Because that's how you deter things in Milwaukee. You got an entourage, you got big old dudes with guns. That'll deter things. Mostly. Anyway, we got more videos coming later. I do have one that I want to knock out before 11 o'clock. So I'm going to end this video so I can do that one, because we got a lot to talk about, y'all. I'm telling you. Like, and I be, you know, taking notes from the master high above. And the master needs you to understand that your life don't revolve around women. It revolves around him. And he ain't gonna just force you to do it, but those are just the facts. Thanks for watching. Keep tuning in for more videos.